Hello everybody, this is the final for the Big Rig group build for 2021. I kind of cheated. I went with the small scale kit. I don't really have many Big Rig model kits. The only ones I have is that Dodge L700, and if any of you have done that kit, you know why I ain't doing that kit. It's not a god-awful kit, but it's not an enjoyable kit. So, but anyway, I got this one for my birthday. My girlfriend got it for me. And I was like, well, it is the wrong scale. But I got to thinking, it's the wrong scale, but it will actually fit in the house when it's done. So, there ain't nothing wrong with it. It was a fun, enjoyable build. I did a little bit different than what the box art shows. It shows all that green. I felt it looked too much of a toy, is all that green. So I did the tops silver. Well, I did the hatch track and the ladder and the bumpers and the silver, and then I decided to do the base, and so the wheel wells and the bumper and the grill and silver as well. And so it's green sandwiched in between the aluminum of the tank. And you know, I got this kit almost completely done, and I finally noticed this spot here. That spot's not supposed to be there. It is a problem with the mold, and I don't know why, because it's supposed to look like this side right here. I don't know why I didn't notice that until pretty much the very end. And since it was the case, there was no way in the world I was going to redo that and try to fix it. It would have been easy to fix right off the bat. I almost would have did it like take a piece of styrene and match to one side and then cut that piece out and put it in there and just glue it in. I think it would be pretty easy to do it like that. So let me stop this table and let's get into more of a detailed view. At first I was thinking of weathering this truck up and kind of giving it a little bit of grime. And once I got it to this phase, I was like, well, I pretty much like it, this way. Not all dingy and grimy. I did leave the tires, because even the brand new semi trucks, it seems like those tires get dirty quick. So I went with a red, matched the Sinclair logo. And the front does hinges a little further than it should. It kind of holds in place like it would. I did not do any wiring to this motor. I kept it pretty basic. And just gave it a little silver cap for that. Here I use my Future wash, which is Future and ink, to give it that oil look, not a grease look, because I got them all greased up. And then I gave it a little bit of brown so it was being used, but I didn't do too much detail on that. I got the white. I got that chromed. I did the grill. This was more of a fun build than anything. Got the yellow lights. But like I said, I did kind of cheat, because a lot of people are doing them real big rigs kits, and boy, some of those are doozies. So they're fun to watch. But so here's the bottom. I did do a little bit of a wash. I tried to put the 90s, give it a little bit of color, so that way they kind of look like there's something different in there. But I didn't do much detailing on this. Now the pins for these doors, as you can see, broke off because the instruction says that. And somebody else, last year's group build, had that issue. I can't remember your name off the top of my head. I can see your video and everything. He did this kit, and he followed the instructions just like I did and snapped it off. And I watched his video the day after I did that, and I was like, well, still a little too late. Try to warn me, but still. But what I did was I just did wire. So I cut them pins off and glued a wire across, and then actually bent it. And that actually worked pretty good. I didn't have to glue the darn doors shut. And I think it actually works better because it gives you a little bit of a handle to kind of start them. You don't want to, that one you don't want to do too much with it, but I mean you can at least get it started. So that way you don't have to scratch the paint. This one, it works so well, it almost opens up all the way. But then it just has the valves and probably the pump. The one all the way to the left is probably the pump. You got two valves for the hoses put in there and fill up the tanks. I did a wash on the top, give it some realistic look, especially that nice molded in diamond plate. Doing a thin black wash on that always makes it turn out really nice. And the decals on this Atlantis kit, wow, they're probably one of the better decals out there, at least for this kit. I don't get tons of Atlantis kits, but the decals on this were just thick enough where they were super nice, and they were thin enough that they actually wouldn't crack on any kind of contours or anything when you're laying it flat. So they got really nice decals. I'm gonna have to check out their other one. I got a few of their kits here, I just haven't built them yet. I'm gonna have to maybe put them up in the list, but I can't seem to see it right off the top of my head. Stash is so darn big, who the hell knows, it might be in the storage. So there's that. The only thing I didn't like about this kit was the glass. This front windshield did not want to really have a spot where it just kind of sat in place. But other than that, for the age of this kit, it would be cool to get the original decals for this kit. I can't remember what brand of gas it was for. Maybe Mobil. It was all red. And I think it was originally a Revell kit. That would be pretty cool to see original one of these, because I can't remember the year, but it was a relatively old kit. And for that tooling to still be alive, and Atlantis bringing it out today, that for a person my age, you know, I didn't get the opportunity to build it back then. I wasn't even born then. But to be able to build a kit that goes back that far, that's pretty darn cool. But hope you guys enjoyed it. It was only a 2-video build. It took no time at all building this. If you guys like the look of it and want a decently easy build that actually looks nice, pick one of these up. Hobby Lobby usually has them, and then 40% off. They do 40% off, seems like once a month on model kits. Hell, you get it for $10. It's so well worth it. I don't think you'd be not happy with it unless you get like I did. And that don't even bother me. That just bothers me that I saw it so damn late. This piece here. So probably was one of the first ones of the day or something. And the tooling wasn't hot enough so that the plastic didn't get all the way through the whole shape. But I could have fixed that so easily. I would have just squared it off, insert another piece, and then have a backing piece, so that way the seam is solid in the back, and just use that Tamiya glue. Do a lot of sanding and make sure that shape looks right. It would have probably taken just an evening to get that piece fixed. But I think I had the decals on. I think I had a tank glued onto that. And then I noticed that I think I even had that decal on. I looked right at it. Just thought it was some goofy Art Deco design until I saw the artwork and I was like, wait a second. That don't look right at all. But anyhow, this video is way too long already. So I'm hoping you guys are having a great time. I missed you on quite a couple of videos last week that I normally would have. Just like everybody else. It's getting nice outside. You gotta do stuff to get you up on outside. I'll wait till it gets really hot where you guys don't even want to go outside. And then I will, we'll all be doing models like crazy then, too. So, until next time, guys. I'll see you then. Bye.